What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. Just growing out of gold teeth and tattoos. Now you can't really grow out of tattoos. This is more of an image thing because I'm gonna include clothing and this, that, and the third. So I'm looking at an interview with actually Chris Johnson, who one of my favorite football players. Chris Johnson, I used to be the running back for the Tennessee Titans. And he normally Chris, when he was younger, he had the goals in, and he took the goals out, and so he didn't have him in the interview. So I'm like, okay. And I remember Plies did it too, and I think people, and I remember years ago there was the grills had a craze or whatever, but I was born in New Orleans, so that's where they have permanents, just like Florida. You have permanents, so grills weren't a thing really. But grills were for take them out, put them in, take them out, put them in. And I look at it now, and I'm thinking about all the things that happened over the years where people have grown out of what they thought was fly, and gold teeth is one of them, right? Like people have gold teeth, and then after a while they go, you know what? I'm too old for this. You know, Sometimes, and people do the same thing with the tattoos. They get the tattoos, and after a while they don't mean what they used to mean. You get what I'm saying? They just don't mean what they used to mean. So they'll cover them up. I mean, some people try to get rid of them. Some people just blotch them or they might be into something in whatever, when somebody else blotched them or whatever. And at the same time, how can I say this? or they tattoo removal, and maybe they don't like the skin part of it and they replace it with another one or something. But after a while, people have grown out of things. People talk about sagging, do rags. I get all that. Going out the house with wife beaters and whatnot. And what you see is when you hit a certain age, guys look at you crazy. Like, why? Like seriously, why are you out here like you 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or in your early 20s? Why are you out here like this? And there's really no excuse. You know what I'm saying? There's really no excuse because you wind up growing up more, and it winds up happening. Ironically, when people have kids, people become parents. All the things that they wanted to do that were cool, that they made a decision to do as teenagers or in their early 20s, it's like, oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. So I need to stop. I need to cut it out. And then you see people, not wanting to have that image and not want to bring that image out in public because you start looking at yourself as an adult, and you look at yourself as an adult, and you like, mentally I'm an adult. I think like an adult. I operate like an adult, but I present myself like I'm in Arrested Development. And people go, why can't you just look however you want to look? It's kind of like the gold teeth, growing out of gold teeth is just like people who you assume are grown, like in their, mid-20s and up, when they dye their hair or they wear these outfits that you would think, it's like, are you cosplaying? Is Halloween or something? And you're like, this person hasn't grown up. And then at some point they get to a point where all the over expression of a certain image becomes like, I need to grow. I'm too old for this. Self-expression is cool, but I'm too old for this because I don't look like a teenager doing this. I look like somebody's, uncle or auntie doing this. The crazy styles, and sometimes we crack up about, when I say the clothing. Sometimes it's not the quote unquote sagging and the do rags. Sometimes it's just the style that you chose, where you start realizing, I'm too old to be wearing this style of clothing. Like, I'm going out in public looking like you know, my child or my nieces and nephews because of the style of clothing I'm wearing. That's something teenagers wear. That's something college students wear. I'm grown. So now I got to put this away because, now I'm out here dressed like I don't have my name on the mortgage or the lease. Like I look like I'm wasting my time in life trying to be fly in the mirror and I don't have work to do. I'm dressed like I don't understand, the not just the image, but I don't understand fabric now. I don't understand what's good clothing and bad clothing now. I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, don't this look good? No, it don't. Not on you. No, it doesn't. You look like like old men on Easter when they just come out and they pick up this suit and it's like, bro, why do you have a lime green lavender suit? Like, you too old for that. I got the shoes to match, and I got the tie, and I got the suspenders. Oh, and I got the socks. You got to coordinate. It's like, huh? You too old for that, man. Just pick a nice suit, man. Maybe turquoise or whatever, but just pick a nice suit. Like all this extra stuff, you look pretty stupid. So after a while, you get old. You get too old for it. Like with the goals, like if you got one or two, people got the fangs, or people got one on one of the fangs. You know what I'm saying? Top or bottom, it's under. Like people get it. Like, okay, you got one, you got two, but when you had a whole row, the same thing with the tattoos. When you have them all down your hands and knuckles, it's like, And the reason I'm saying that is because I've known a lot of people who've done that when they were younger, and they went so far that it was very hard to reverse it. But so they did everything in their power to not. Like, I remember I had a coworker, she's a beautiful sister, but she decided to tattoo her hand, like hand. And I think it didn't take her but a couple of months. She started wearing gloves, just a glove. She started wearing a glove over because after a while, the tattoo became an annoyance. And she was like, she grew out of it already. Like, no. I see this every time. It was, I guess, a good idea at the moment, but over time, it's like, no, this is a bad idea. So people grow out of stuff like that, and it's cool that, that's evolving and growing, and that's dope. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.